time for my March favourites. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. First of all, apologies for not doing a February favourites. I did think about doing one, but I uploaded my January favourites quite late and there just wasn't really that much stuff that I felt like I would make a video for. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. I didn't have enough stuff to talk about, basically. But now that March is over, I do. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna throw it out there. This is probably the only video I'm gonna upload in April because I have a massive uni hand-in. But after that's done, I'll be blessing your subscription boxes more, I promise. But anyway, so let's crack on, shall we? So let's kick it off with makeup. I've actually got quite a few makeup products to talk about. And first of all, let's start with skin stuff. I've got a concealer to talk about. And this is by the brand Beauty Pie. This is their Super Luminous Concealer and I use the shade Fair 100. If you don't know what Beauty Pie is, it's like Costco for makeup. Basically is what it is, the best way to describe it. It's like a members only discounted prices thing. So you pay £10 a month and then that means you're entitled to these so-so crazy discounts. So I bought a subscription box. It was one by Latest in Beauty and they had a 3 months membership available and I thought that's a perfect way to try it because the only issue with Beauty Pie is it's a minimum of a 3 month subscription. But yeah, so I had this free 1 month subscription and this is one of the products that I got in it and this is phenomenal. When I first got it, so it's got a sponge tip applicator. It's a little bit different to the Maybelline one, which I know I talk about a lot, whereas this is a sponge and it has a hole in the top. So the product comes out the hole and then you can either wipe it off with your finger or rub it underneath your eyes. When I initially got this, I wasn't crazy on it, but it was because I wasn't using enough product. Because I was so used to the Maybelline one sort of, and how that one worked, I foolishly... Ooh, it is windy outside. I foolishly thought it was the same thing, but it wasn't. So once I gave this another go and sort of used a bit more product and sort of got to grips with how to use this one, I love it. I think it's great. Fair 100 is quite a pink toned one, so it's perfect for under the eyes, which is where I use it. So but yeah, I've actually been loving this so much and I've like sort of really been like, no, I should probably try those Beauty Pie products that I bought. I've actually signed up for the 3 month thing, so I'm definitely thinking about doing a video and trying like a whole range of their different products and talking through what I think. So if that's something you'd be interested in a video on, please let me know because I think the concept of this brand is really interesting. So I thought I'd give it a go. And yeah, this is great though. Sticking with skin stuff, I have a blush to talk about. This is by Tarte. Now this one is Party and this was part of the Sephora Beauty birthday gift last year, so there is a chance that you have this lying around and you haven't used it, so that's why I wanted to mention it. So I ran out of my Too Faced blush, which I've been using for years, and I sort of, with blush I don't like to switch it up that often. I like a blush that I can use sort of if I've got like a boy beat or if I've got full beat and I need something that is just versatile because my cheek colour is not something that I shake up all the time. This one's really good. Although it was a free sort of sample, like it's a good size, it fits my brush in perfectly. I use a stippling brush, I use a Real Technique stippling brush to apply my blush, just because I like the way that it distributes product. It works well on me and I think it would look really good on a whole host of other skin tones as well. But yeah, it's a blush that I've been using and loving. It sort of works if I've got lots of makeup or no makeup sort of going on, or bright colours or anything. It's just really versatile, so I thought I'd mention it and it lasts a long time as well. And lastly for makeup, I have a loose setting powder to talk about. This is by Kat Von D. This is the Lock-It setting powder in translucent. I mean, the one thing I'm going to say straight off, which I think is a con, is sort of the size of it and loose powders. I mean, at the moment I don't have that much falling out the top of it. It does have a sifter in it, but sort of they're a pain in the ass to travel with. So this is what I use when I'm doing my makeup at home, which sounds like something silly, but sometimes I do my makeup on the go, or I do my makeup like if I stayed over my boyfriend's house or something. So this is something that I don't use every day, but I would if it was more travel friendly. I feel like this is my favourites video and I've just bashed this product. It's really good. It is a really, really good product. I'm thinking about getting the blotting powder, which is a pressed version, just to have in my makeup bag or my handbag all the time, because I like how this one looks on my skin. It's so finely milled and the powder itself is just so fine that it sort of sets your makeup, and yeah, it just works for me. And I've got a couple lip favourites to talk about. I'm going to talk about the one that's on my lips right now, and it is one of the Lime Crime Plushies. This is in the colour Butterscotch, but I also do really like Marmalade, and I thought what I'd do is I'd show you how I layered them up. I've got 2 lip products on. I've got my favourite lip liner. This is Milani Spice. that's nothing new. I've recommended this a million times before. So what I've done is I outline my lips with that, and then I pop Butterscotch on, which is sort of this warm brown colour, which I really like. And the thing is, the deal with these is you might think, oh, this is just another liquid lipstick. But actually, if you know Lime Crime, they already have a formula called the Velveteens, which is sort of a really high pigment, traditional liquid lipstick jobby. And it's not my favourite liquid lipstick formula out there. I used to have the colour Wicked, but actually I passed that on to a friend because I preferred a sort of colour that was similar and how it felt on my lips. I wasn't crazy on it. But the Plushies, they're a little bit different. Think like a high pigment lip gloss, but a stain. It is more of a sort of sheerer formula. If you think of a liquid lipstick, it's like a block colour. Whereas this, it sort of works a little bit more with your natural lip colour and is a little bit more softer. And you can really sheer it out if you wanted just sort of like a light stain on your lips, or you could layer it up so you could have a sort of more opaque lip. And I think sort of having that in a liquid lipstick format is quite clever actually. Anyway, so as I said, I have Butterscotch on, which is my favourite out of the two, if I'm honest. But, oh, I don't have a mirror. Oh no, I'll use my phone. I'm just going to put a little bit of Marmalade in the centre. Marmalade, as you can see, is more of a sort of true orange colour. And I do like the range of colours they have. They do err on the side of sort of safe, which isn't something that you would necessarily associate with Lime Crime, because they do wacky and wonderful colours. I think the colour range that they've chose suits this type of formula and what you would use this formula for. Does that make sense? But yeah, I've just put a teeny tiny bit of Marmalade in the centre, so if you sort of wanted to do a little bit of an ombre lip, that's cool. I'm wearing it quite full on today, but as I said, you could definitely sheer it out and have just like a veil of colour. They also have some deeper colours, so but yeah, I've been really enjoying this formula. It does smell like licorice though, so if that's a pro or con for you, that's sort of personal preference. But yeah, I've been really enjoying them, and I got these off of Cult Beauty. And I do have another lipstick favourite to talk about, and it's from Rimmel actually. This is one of the One Lipstick Matte. I think it's a bit of an oxymoron, because they came out with a lipstick formula called the One Lipstick, inferring that you would only need this type of lipstick in your life ever, and it was sort of like a cream satin finish. And then they came out with a matte version, so do you need one lipstick? Apparently not, Rimmel. Anyway, all that being said, both are actually really nice formulas, and these ones smell like watermelon. Kind of, yeah, like, well, they smell like Rimmel lipsticks if you've ever smelt them. This is one of the more nude shades in the range. This is number 700 Trendsetter, and this I've been loving, both sort of full sort of swipes, if you know what I mean, like sort of opaque colour, which you can definitely and easily get with this. But also I've been enjoying just sort of like dabbing it on and sort of having it just as sort of like a sheer wash again over my lips. When I just can't be bothered to top up and stuff, I just like to sort of dab it on my lips and still line my lips with the Milani lip liner. But yeah, hang on, I've swatched this one, so I might as well on my hand swatch the other two. So yeah, here's my three lip favourites. So this one here is the Rimmel Trendsetter. In the middle here, I don't know if you can see, but you can sort of see that sort of more translucent colour in Marmalade, which is the one in the middle, and then it's Butterscotch down the bottom. I mean, my swatches make it look like it's streaky, and it's not. Although one thing I do notice I have to do with the plushies is I have to wipe off the excess before I apply it to make sure that I get that even application, because it is such a layerable product if you put a little bit too much. I mean, it makes it sound like I'm saying it's streaky. It's not. If you have the right amount of product on the doe foot, it won't be streaky. Anyway, moving on. So I have, it's not a hair care favourite, although it's not a bad product, it's actually a pretty good one, particularly for the price. I didn't know where I would be able to fit this comment in, which I wanted to make about the 100% cold organic Moroccan argan oil by The Ordinary. If you've been around these parts before, if you see my skincare video, you know I love The Ordinary. I like to put oil in my ends of my hair just to keep it in good condition, or as best condition as I can, because also, I don't know if you definitely can tell, I have bleached the ends of my hair as well. As like any other Ordinary product, I'm very happy to give it a go, because the price point is so fantastic. I think this is between £5 and £7. On the website it sort of says you can use this on your face if you want, on your body if you want, or in your hair, which is where I've predominantly been using it. I don't know if you're able to see, but I've used about a quarter of it, and it's the oil that I'm using. I was using the Nuxe oil, which is supposed to be like a universal oil as well, but I wasn't crazy for that one in my hair. Whereas this one is thicker, and I think I prefer this one in my hair. All this being said, as I said, this wasn't necessarily a favourites shout out, just a shout out to this product. It smells like cowpat. I'm from the West Country, I know what a cowpat smells like. And that is what this smells like. It's one of those things that makes me think like all the other sort of Moroccan argan oils that I've tried that smell like more nutty and stuff. How much fragrance are they putting in them? Because the smell doesn't linger in your hair. You don't smell like a shithead all the time, I promise you. It's just when you're putting it in your hair, it has that cowpat smell. I'm gonna smell it. I fucking know what it smells like. Yeah, it literally smells like a farm. And I've never seen anybody mention it before. So I had to mention it before you decide to invest in this product and you hate the smell of cowpat. It's one of those things, you smell it when you're putting it in your hair and then it's gone. It doesn't linger. Like my hair doesn't smell like poo, as I said, but I just had to mention that. I just had to put that in somewhere, figure out how to put that in a video. It smells like shit, but it works, so, you know. Anyway, moving on to another hair favourite. This is by Tigi. This is the Bedhead Hard Head Hairspray. Back in the day, back in my scene days, I used to be a hairspray connoisseur. I was a really big fan of the old Tony and Guy hairspray, but sort of in later years, as I've backcombed my hair less and less, although I do still backcomb my hair most days, if you were curious, I use hairspray less and less, and also with texturizing sprays and all that stuff. It's just something that I haven't been using that much. Anyway, I had this little one, I think again in the same Latest in beauty box. I got this as a sort of beauty box thing, or did I get it from QVC? Anyway, I got this as a sample of something, and it's a really good hairspray. Whenever I curl my hair, like I do like to still, although this, I've just plaited my hair with this, so I do like to put hairspray in my hair to sort of keep it there, and I have to say this one is fantastic. It really is a hard hold head spray. It is a like heavy duty hairspray, so if that's something that you are interested in, I use it sort of so you can't detect it in my hair, but obviously if you're using like a slick back look, I think this would also be really good. So if you're somebody that really enjoys hairspray, I thought I'd mention this one because I think it's fantastic, and a little goes a long way as well. Like this one's like a mini can, and oh my god, I've still got lots and almost hit myself in the face. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to mention this one because it is really good. I know it's a bit more pricey than The Ordinary, my previous hair chat piece, but it's really good. And also, I'm almost done talking about this, I promise. Tigi is a brand that you can get in like TK Maxx, so maybe look up for that. Anyway, moving on. I've got a couple skincare favourites to talk about. And I know, I hear you being like, Alice, you just uploaded a skincare video. Why the fuck are you updating your skincare routine? I don't know. Anyway, this one is an oldie but a goldie. When I was filming that video and putting it together and sort of reassessing my skincare routine, I thought, I'm turning 25 this year, and I probably should start more regularly moisturising my skin, because I have more or less with the products that I'm using got sort of my blemishes under control. So I wanted a moisturiser that would moisturise my skin but also not sort of disrupt that careful balance of no spottiness that I've got going on. And actually I already had this in my collection. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Gel. They also have a lotion which is for more dry skin, whereas this is the lighter formula for more oily combo skin. I've been really enjoying it. I use this as the last step in my skincare before I go to bed, and I use 2 pumps all over my face. The pump sizes are really small, but you could totally use this under makeup and it would be grand. If you're just looking for a nice comprehensive moisturiser that doesn't break you out, at least it doesn't break me out, is this one. I think it's really good. I think Clinique are pretty well known for sort of being like fragrance free and all that stuff, so if you have sensitive skin, I think this would be a good one to look into. And last but not least, I have another skincare favourite. Now, throwing it back to when it was ridiculously cold, it's now beautifully sunny outside, but remember that snow? Let's not talk about it. My lips were tore up from the floor up. I was really ill in January. Like I had like this like gross cold. There was like a few days where I couldn't talk. It was a whole thing. Anyway, I cracked this back out. This is Homeoplasmine. Now this is like a medicated Vaseline for sort of like a myriad of skincare concerns, and I was using this on my lips and also rubbing it like up my nose, like around my nose, so my nose doesn't get from blowing it so much the skin was getting irritated. So this yeah, basically it is all natural medicated. I looked at, because it's all in French on the back, I did actually end up looking at what all these things were. It worked really well. it to keep in my lips. I would slather it on before I went to bed. And again, one of those things that I was putting it all up and around my lips and it didn't break my lips out or anything. Also, my chin was getting weird, so I was putting this on my chin as well, and it cleared right up, and I think this is a really good product. And it's also just something to have on hand if you've sort of got just like dry elbows, or if you like something like Vaseline, like the texture of Vaseline, but you wanted something a little bit more heavy duty. And as I said, this is like a medicated version. This is sort of good for all skin concerns, and I've been really enjoying it. I have a fashion favourite to talk about. It's on the floor because it's a shoe. I'm only going to hold up the one of them because I've been wearing them to death. I love these shoes. Hang on, let me move back a bit. Here they are. I think most women, or at least I'd like to think most women, they're always on this constant hunt for the best black boot and the best black handbag. And these boots, baby, whoo, I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love. They're like super duper thin. They're from Zara, by the way. Probably should mention that. They're super thin on the ankle, but it's not like a sock boot. It's like still leather. So I think with sock boots, particularly if it is sort of tights material like that, in the UK, absolutely not. They'd be ruined within a week. Whereas this, it still has that sort of like sleek, slender look for your foot without being, well, basically tights. I also really like, I mean, I'm a big silver jewellery person over gold, so I love the fact that it's got a silver zip. It also really elongates the legs, and if you've got literally tiny, I'm so short. So, I get hype from this, and this is really comfortable. This is easy for me to walk in. I can walk in this all day and it's not a problem. These just boots are fantastic. So I know we're sort of coming into spring and summer now, but again, as I said, living in the UK, I'm going to be wearing these all year round. Just shoving it in my face. Yeah, I'm going to be wearing these all year round, no problem. Oh my god, I have the coated Jamie jeans, so they kind of look like leather look, and I wear these, and I'm sorry, I look fantastic. So I thought I'd recommend them because they are phenomenal boots. If you're looking for sort of a heeled black boot, I think those ones are really nice. I also, would you believe it, have a television favourite. I don't watch that much television because I like YouTube videos, basically. However, one sort of television family, shall we say, or like producing family that I'm always interested in is like American Horror Story. I watched all of Glee, and also American Crime Story. Now I haven't watched The People vs OJ, so I can't compare the assassination of Gianni Versace to that, but oh my god, am I loving the assassination of Gianni Versace. I am loving it. I think it's a fantastic show. If you're in the UK, I watch it on iPlayer. I think it comes out on a Thursday, but I was watching it in the bath on Sunday. So that's been my little ritual, and I've been loving it. I think it's really, really interesting to look at sort of gay culture in the 90s. What I think is really clever about it is because this is a story that a lot of people could already know, very similar to The Girls by Emma Cline, in the sense that if you knew the story of the Manson family, you knew where that story was going immediately. And the same with American Crime Story, obviously because it's based on true events. A lot of people, particularly if they lived through it, would know what happened, would know that Gianni Versace got murdered by Andrew Cunanan. So the way that they tell the story, because a lot of people would already know this, is like, that's no secret that that happens. I mean, it's called the assassination of Gianni Versace. We all know Gianni Versace dies. But I don't know, I just think it's just really well done. I think the story is really well told because there's so much more to the story than just Gianni Versace getting shot outside his house. I definitely 100% would recommend it if you're looking for a TV favourite. The season in the UK is about, it's 4 or 5 episodes in, so easy peasy to catch up on. Anyway, also if you have any favourites, I'd love to hear them down below. I have a podcast as well. I have a podcast which I upload once a month, and that one will be coming up very soon, our podcast for this month. So if that's something you want to be interested in, if you want to hear more from me, then you can do that. I'll leave my social medias and all other fun stuff down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye! I'm just tasting my hummus all over again.